What's up, guys? AppState still searching for that penultimate victory. Back-to-back-to-back seasons we lose to the eventual national champion. This time we lose in a quarterfinal game after two previous trips to the national championship. Still in the Big 12, starting this year off with a wacky interception. Not sure how that ball bounced into the hands of the defender. We get back into the positive side of things with a quarterback score and a deep ball to Tucker. Gonna get us our first bomb of the season. Big thing we're gonna have to look for in Big 12 play. Will they actually let the Mountaineers play some conference games? As the Caden corner to Tucker, gonna give him his second touchdown of the game. And week one, a dominating victory over the Aggies. We're already slated for the college football playoff, but we're looking for great non-conference victories to bolster our playoff odds. Tucker somehow getting the right separation, and we set up the RPO to the tight end for the game's first touchdown. Another deep ball down the field, and we might have found the play we need to hit once. Already up by 2 scores, looking for Tucker again. We had him. We're going to settle for the angle route underneath as McLean getting us past the midfield line. Another deep ball, this time to the other side of the field. And we Timmy toe tap it in for the touchdown. Students of USC not going to be able to repeat that behavior running through the bushes. As Tucker completely owning the Gamecock secondary. We'll get him another touchdown to end of the game, 35-6. And our most impressive victory over an SEC conference opponent. Big time matchup. This is one we had circled on the calendars. We're in a top 5 pit. I think we'll travel to their stadium. Goal to go opportunity. Luck pulling it down. Defense biting the fake. And we'll take a lead over the Panthers here in Boone. Kid Brewer seeing Tucker continue his hot streak. We'll get a 2-score lead over our top 5 opponent. Trading field goals as this deep ball to Tucker. Can he get enough separation? He will. No! His first drop of the season. We'd get the separation, but not quite the dominating performance we started the game with. Hopefully this Caden corner will be brought in. Unfortunately, we can't hang on, and we just missed a wide open receiver. After that 4th down conversion, we cut the deficit into a more manageable performance, but an interception here going to give the Broncos 3 points. Forcing another ball to Tucker, and no wonder it's an interception. 4th and long, feeling like we got to force a ball into a window that's not there. App State, after a big win the week before, gonna drop one here to Boise State. Angle route, unopened. Luck walking in. Just not what we had signed up for. Too many interceptions. And I've got nothing but bad blood for KU. We're gonna go for the jugular. But I think the defense had the same idea as they get an interception. They get a touchdown. And now a sack. This is more like the offense we saw against the Gamecocks. Tucker back into the end zone, showing why he's a Heisman candidate. And we've had one Heisman hopeful pretty much every season here at App State. And a win over the undefeated Jayhawks would certainly get us a Heisman moment. Game tied at 7 is Holyfield staying on his feet, crowning himself champion of the end zone. As Tucker bursting past his secondary counterpart. And that would be the game-winning score. Always a challenging conquest against the Baylor Bears. Rush from the outside, lofting a ball to the halfback. We somehow get a PI. I'm not sure I agree with it as a neutral party. But we warp around a defender into the end zone. A little play action here. Looking for a man that isn't open. Bears going to add 7 to the scoreboard. If we had Tucker still going on that, we'd probably still be walking in the end zone. Luck. Not very lucky there. Senior forcing a fumble. Our playoff odds quickly falling through our fingers, but we get a kick return touchdown. The CPU looking out for us, and we end up tying the game. Under a minute to go, needing a score to tie this game, and Luck throws another interception. We're going to have no other choice but to win out if we want to return to the college football playoff. Arizona State coming into Boone, Kid Brewer Stadium, and they witness an early turnover on downs. Sun Devils taking advantage. We tie the game up on a short yard score, and then a very long 50-yard field goal would give us the lead. Luck looking for a better opportunity is Alexander, Sean's boy. Gonna get the first down grab. This Caden corner a little underthrown, and the defender hauls it in. This is the play we needed to get more of against Boise State and Baylor. A red zone opportunity gonna end in 3 after the sack, and Luck looking for his favorite target. Not quite the speed burst we had, but the spectacular catch saves the day. Just the perfect run, and we'll take the lead once again. Up the gut, Luck denied. And the Sun Devils forcing a Hail Mary. The pressure off the edges, and we're back in the winning side of things. Utah, a very formidable opponent, but they're not going to stop Tucker from reaching the end zone. They'd tally on a 6 of their own, and they'd get an interception here. We're down by 7, looking for that crosser to Tucker, and he'll have his second score of the game. A speed burst as soon as he gets the ball, and Tucker showing he's just as capable in the blocking department. 4th and 1, we felt like we had to go for it, down by a couple. We get it, and Tucker, he got it. Why are we not throwing the ball to Tucker? You know what? If Short's going to make plays like that, I can live with it. Looking for him again. Instead, we find Tucker on the Caden corner, taking a late lead over the Utes. Play action. Bit. Tucker. End zone. Tucker showing why he's an All-American. And the Battle of the Mountaineers. The Coal Bowl. Early points. An early turnover. Could have taken a 2-score lead. Instead, we give it away. Scrambling. Luck trying to get rid of it. And he's unable to throw it away. A loss of 24. We'd add on points midway through the third. And this handoff on 4th and 1 to Holyfield. Gonna put it away. A little bit of a derp right there to celebrate the touchdown. Tucker on the crosser. Gonna get us inside of field goal range after a big comeback from the Mountaineers. And again, that was once firmly in control. We start off UCF week finding our man Tucker inside of the end zone, the front corner. Underthrown ball, and we trade good plays for bad apparently here at AppState. Underthrown. Lawson Jr. taking over for Tucker on the left side of the field. And there he is. He knew what he was doing. Roll into a victory. We'll head into Stillwater. The Caden corner to get us going. And we completely torch the under 500 secondary. As the start of the second quarter, a similar result. Defender thought that ball firmly hit the turf. And I guess the defense isn't too bad. They do force a safety. We're finding a wide open Short, having to spin around for the ball. He brings it in, and we find Tucker once again. He's just too good. He's too fast. He's going to play on Sundays, and he's a big reason why we're scoring touchdowns. If we can just limit the turnovers, if Luck can just hang on to the ball, find Grant Tucker more often. The National Player of the Week, best receiver, he's going to get us what we need into the college football playoff. Back as a top 5 team, when you're leading the Big 12 conference standings, good rankings should happen. Don't let ESPN fool you. We threw it off his face mask, and he pulls it in. Deeper than hate, man. Deeper than hate. It's a crazy game. A little more field. If our field is 55 yards across, Tucker might still be walking into the end zone. But another turnover, and our game plan has been firmly thrown out of the window. A short slanting his way into the red zone. A drag route as Tucker fighting his way across the goal line. This has been our closest game against Georgia State thus far in the rebuild. Is Lawson Jr. can't bring in the pass. The RPO. Why are we forcing a ball when the points are free? I guess we got to do what we got to do to chase down that Heisman. Another big grab would end the game. Deeper than hate, another win. I don't think we've lost to Georgia State. 4-0 in 4 seasons. Another Big 12 and National Player of the Week honors. And this is where things get a little twisty, folks. Instead of the Big 12 championship game being at Jerry's World, we put it in the Rose Bowl. I believe the College Football National Championship should happen on January 1st inside the Rose Bowl. And obviously the Bearcats defense believe that the ball belongs to them. We gift them 14 free points, and Tucker gonna need to pull out his best streak plays. We find one here, a scamper for 75 yards. The Caden corner, can we hit it? We got that green, let's go! From a yard out, Holyfield pouncing into the end zone. And to end the first, we had a pretty nice play here to the tight end. Something we haven't done a lot of is getting the tight ends involved in the passing game. And when you get plays like this to Tucker, it's easy to see why. Up by a couple scores, looking for more to end the half. And with no timeouts, Tucker, another touchdown. What a crazy first half. Looking for the heat check here. And who else? Grant Tucker. If he doesn't win the Heisman, I don't know who can. 6 touchdowns. He adds to the stat sheet here, and a complete rout in Southern California. I don't know if Cincinnati will ever go back. Another conference championship. Player of the year. What else can we get? There it is. The Heisman Trophy winner. Not a lot of commits. I haven't shown you guys a lot of commits, but a tough Duke Blue Devil team gonna face off with us. The North Carolina State Championship game inside the Peach Bowl, and not the best pass, but the Heisman Trophy winner scoring his first touchdown of the game. As luck would have it, we'd get another touchdown on the board. A deep crosser spinning off the contact. And not a lot of excitement. There was a lot of ground and pound. We fight our way back to the Orange Bowl. Looking for not a revenge against the Orange Bowl, but a little bit of, get back. As we lost to Clemson here a year ago. After a touchdown and a turnover, Luck scrambling, and he fumbles. Alabama falling on it. Down by 13. Tucker hasn't been open all game, and this 3rd and long falls to the turf. We get this one though. Not sure why we're going for a field goal this late in the game. And Alabama just ended our season. After 4 years, another Orange Bowl defeat. We finally get the Heisman Trophy winner. But we have to figure this out in the college football playoff. We're going to stay on Heisman. If you liked it, let me know. Thanks for watching.